Dear students, I am Dr. J. Jimmy Merlin Rani from the PG and Research Department of History, Sadakatulappa College. In today's class, we are going to study about an interesting topic, that is the Treaty of Versailles. This Treaty of Versailles was signed after the First World War, and the Treaty of Versailles was a treaty of vengeance. It was signed to bring Germany down. So the Treaty of Versailles occupies an important place in the history of Europe. The Treaty of Versailles was signed by the Allied powers in 1919 after the end of the First World War. This treaty was signed with Germany, and there were many provisions in the Treaty of Versailles. It was signed by the Allies and Germany on 28th June 1919, and some of the important members present were Woodrow Wilson of America, Lloyd George of Britain, Clemenceau of France, and Orlando of Italy. This treaty was signed in Paris, and the treaty of the provisions contained 15 parts and had 440 articles. There were many provisions, and this was named as a Treaty of Vengeance, as it took everything from Germany, which was also the reason for the Second World War. The first one is Germany had to give Alsace and Lorraine to France. By the 1871 Franco-Prussian War, Germany took away France, Alsace and Lorraine, which was an industrial hub for France. So after the First World War, France was waiting for an opportunity to get back her treaty, and by the Treaty of Versailles, Germany had to give back Alsace and Lorraine. The second one is Danzig was taken away by Germany and set up as a free city under the League of Nations. Danzig was given to the League of Nations. It is also an important port for Germany. The third one is the Rhineland was demilitarized. Germany was forbidden to construct or maintain fortification in Rhineland. All her military was withdrawn from that place. The next one is Germany, who had to give up her coal mines of the Saar Valley, and the Saar Valley was kept under the League of Nations in the name of mandate system for 15 years. Only after 15 years a plebiscite will be conducted, and when the people wish to have it with Germany, it will be handed over to Germany. The next one was, it was provided that the fortification and the harbours of the island of Heligoland and Dune were to be destroyed, and Germany was is to promise to respect the independence of Austria. Germany was also forced to give up her rights and titles over her overseas possessions to the Allies, and those were divided among themselves by Britain, France, Japan, Austria, New Zealand, Union of South Africa and Belgium. The sovereignty of Belgium, Poland and Czechoslovakia were recognized by Germany. She also agreed to cancel the treaties of Brest-Litovsk and Bucharest. These treaties were signed by those countries as they came out of the war during the First World War, and Germany was to accept those treaties. Germany also had to give up her special rights and privileges which she enjoyed in China, Thailand, Egypt, Morocco and Liberia. The property and concessions enjoyed by Germany in Bulgaria and Turkey were also fortified. Then Germany military strength was crippled, and Germany was allowed to have an army of only 1 lakh, and the restriction was also put in the manufacture of armaments, warship, submarines, etc. German Navy also met a stepmotherly treatment, and she was allowed to have only 6 battleships, 6 light cruisers, 12 destroyers and 12 torpedo boats, and no submarines were allowed, and all the surplus vessels were to be converted into merchant ships. William II, the German Emperor, was charged with the supreme offence against the international morality and the sanctity of territories. Germany had to admit that she was responsible for the war of 1914 to 1918, and this was the most humiliating part of the treaty. Provisions were made for the appointment of a reparation commission, and Germany was required to pay $500 million to the Allies. She was also required to return the trophies, works, arts which was taken from France during the Franco-Prussian War of 1871, and she was also to restore the original Quran of Caliph Ottoman, the King of Hejaz. She was also to restore the skull of Sultan Mekwawa to England. The Elbe, Danube, Oder and Niemen rivers were internationalized. The river Rhine was put under the control of an international commission. The German territories west of Rhine together with the brigades was also occupied by the Allied troops for a period of 15 years. All these were the treaties of Versailles, and these provisions humiliated Germany a lot, and this led to the rise of Hitler and the Second World War. It was a dictated peace, and it was not given to the choice of the Germans, but it was imposed on the Germans. It made a spirit of revenge, hatred, bitterness and resentment among the Germans, which led to another world war. The weakness of the formulation of the treaty paved way for the war in 1939. Thank you.